Today we're gonna be taking a look at one of the two new sniper rifles that made it to Battlefield 1 with Turning Tides DLC. The Carcano M91 was probably the most requested sniper to be added to Battlefield 1 practically since the game was launched. DICE has finally delivered it in the third expansion pack and we can all play with it now. And naturally by all, I mean all people who own either premium or DLC, because since the weapon came with DLC, it is restricted and you need to own DLC in order to unlock it and play with it. If you do, in order to obtain the weapon, you will have to score 25 kills with the WRLD in the carbine variant and destroy 5 explosives. If you are new to the series and you're not quite sure what those explosives mean, you have to either destroy anti-tank mines, trip mines or dynamite placed by the enemy. You might be surprised that there is only one unlock assignment, considering that all of the previous rifles added to Battlefield 1 had more than one variant available. Unfortunately for us players, this time DICE has decided to only implement one variant, and that being the carbine one. Personally, I'm not quite sure why it's actually named a carbine variant, because it doesn't have sights. Wouldn't it make more sense to actually name it an infantry variant? I'm not quite sure, but many players tend to get confused why they don't get sights on the carbine variant, even though every other sniper rifle in the carbine variant has them. The weapon has a 6-bullet magazine, combined with the rate of fire of 73 and the muzzle velocity of 700 meters per second. If you want to compare it to something, for example the muzzle velocity of WRLD Vitali, which was added in the previous expansion pack, is only 440 meters per second. You might be wondering now, why didn't you give us a sweet spot range? And that is because there is no sweet spot on this rifle. Same as with the WRLD, it is the second weapon in the game that doesn't have any sweet spot. However, it does compensate the lack of it with its great statistics, making it a great weapon for the close quarter engagements. Or more precisely, engagements on the short to medium range. As we all know, not that many Battlefield 1 players actually decide to go quick scoping or even no scoping enemies up close. The weapon really does a solid job on the medium distances, and it really gives you the opportunity to pick off some easy kills. However, because of the weapon being that great in close to medium range, you can't really play with it on the longer distances. Of course, once you end up in the situation where you need to shoot someone on that distance, you won't have any problems with it, because the 700 meters per second muzzle velocity makes the job of landing a perfect shot, even on running targets, extremely easy. The thing which isn't that easy, however, is aiming with the weapon without having a scope on it. You can put on a maximum of 2 times zoom on the iron sights, but this isn't really that much on the longer ranges. Plus, on top of all this, on the longer distances, the weapon does not guarantee you a one-shot kill, even if you shoot the enemy into the head. It will damage the opponent for 97 HP, so if the guy was full at 100, well, he's still alive with 3 HP. Does this mean you shouldn't use the Carcano though? No, it absolutely doesn't. The weapon is still a viable choice if you want to go aggressively, and it does what it's supposed to do. Gets headshots. If you guys still aren't certain if you want to unlock it, play with it, I say just go for it and give it a chance. The assignment is extremely easy and it doesn't require anything extraordinary from you, so in the worst case scenario, even if you end up not liking the weapon, you will just waste one round to unlock it. It's really not that much, especially if you compare it to the assignments that we got with the Russian DLC. Anyway guys, that would be it for this review. If you enjoyed it, you are more than welcome to check out my own YouTube channel, where I post Battlefield 1 content daily. Also, don't forget to join BFNations, which is currently the biggest and fastest growing Battlefield community in the whole world. And, as always, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I see you on the battlefield!